Brian here, Coffee with the Disability Guys. This is my birthday mug, the year I was born, because it's my birthday week. Oh, might have to heat that up. Anyway, I want to talk about an article I read this morning and how it compares to a situation with workers' compensation. So there was an article today about a lot of businesses actually upset with the current Trump administration getting rid of a bunch of EPA environmental standards across the country. And one of the main reasons they were upset is because it kind of puts uncertainty into their businesses and investments. So for instance, if you have a certain type of exhaust regulation for trucks, if you are a national truck firm and there's a national a standard for exhaust, then that trumps, no pun intended, all the state rules. So if you follow the specific rule and you drive across all the states, you can't be sued or things like that. So it provides certainty. And there's not a better place to show how crazy the uncertainty is than in workers' compensation. All 50 states have different workers' compensation plans. In fact, a couple of them are optional, others have really strong protections for workers, and others have so-so, middling type of protection. So this is how crazy it gets. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all three have workers' compensation laws and have had them for a really long time. Not even 120 miles separates New York City from Philadelphia. So that's 3 states. All 3 states have completely different workers' compensation programs. The way benefits are paid, the amount of benefits are paid, how you get medical care in New York is different than New Jersey and different than Pennsylvania. In fact, in New York and Pennsylvania, you can go to the doctor that you want, but in New Jersey, you must go to a doctor that is picked by your employer or the insurance company. The amount of benefits you get. In New York, you can get ongoing weekly benefits for a really long time. In Pennsylvania, it's called I believe a commutation, where they settle out the case and it is over. New York has multiple hearings on issues, one after the other, whereas Pennsylvania and New Jersey actually have what's more like a trial and eventually an ending to your case. So the bottom line is this. It can be very confusing. What if you are a company that works in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania making deliveries and things like that? Your employee lives in New Jersey, works for your company because you give them a truck even though they're hired out of New York, but they live in New Jersey and they keep the truck in New Jersey and they get injured in New Jersey. That could be a New York case, it could be a New Jersey case. Same thing happens with Pennsylvania, but all of the rules are different. A lot of times in a situation like that, I have an attorney in Pennsylvania or New Jersey call me and say, which is the better place to file a case? We have no idea sometimes. And depending on the insurance policy you buy, that can also be kind of screwy. So when you are an employer and you buy an insurance policy, at least you can say, hey, I also do work in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, so that insurance policy usually will cover everything. Some employers only get a policy that covers their work in one location and excludes all other locations. It's uncertain, it can cost a lot of money, and it can be a real mess. So, more regulation is not always good, but the right type of regulation and consistency in those regulations or laws is super important. If you have Social Security disability insurance, it doesn't matter where you are in the country. I can handle the case because the rules are the same from sea to shining sea. But that is not true for workers' compensation. And if the administration gets rid of rules for the EPA that are nationwide, there are a lot of companies that are going to start scrambling to figure out what the heck to do. So be careful what you ask for. Have a fantastic day, and I'm going to go celebrate my birthday.